Team selection brought to you by QBE up against Port Adelaide in round 15. Dean Cox, what are the changes?
So into the team come Tom Papley, Errol Goulden, Joel Selwood and Matt Roberts. And out of the team go Jake Lloyd, Corey Warner, Tom Hanley and Taylor Adams injured.
Big inclusions this week with Errol Goulden and Tom Papley. What are you hoping from them this weekend?
They've had a really strong and intense training block, so we expect them to come in and perform and play their role. They've been training as hard as they possibly can, and throughout that period as well, learning a lot about game situations that we need to try and manage a little bit better, so hopefully they can bring that experience as well.
Joel Selwood provides some stride power up forward. How valuable is that going to be going up against Port Adelaide?
Yeah, I think it's really important. I think this will be his second game in about 10 weeks and the importance he does have presenting at the footy. So obviously he is a massive presence ahead of the ball and draws the attention of our ball carriers. So, it's something we need to make sure that obviously he can do, Hayden McLean can do, Will Hayward and the like, but he's really important for the way we structure up.
And with a handful of changes, what opportunities does this create for players coming in?
I think what you need now is you need to have problems with selection, or really challenging for our match committee to make these decisions. Obviously the players have come back from long-term injuries. Players playing their role is really important going forward. So we need to make sure that all players are aware of it, and that's part of their role is to perform and play for the team, and we'll do accordingly with our selection.
Coming off a win against Richmond and a bye round, how important was the rest for the boys?
It's always important when you're 13 games in. I think, we had a few days off straight after the Richmond game, and then from there we had a really strong 3-day training block over the weekend. So, to the players' credit, they came back and they trained extremely well. That's probably the first thing you look at, and we've had a strong week on the training track this week. So we need to build momentum. We understand that, and it's a massive challenge against Port Adelaide.
Speaking of the challenge, it's a difficult matchup playing Port Adelaide at their home. What are you expecting from them this week?
They're sort of building into some really consistent form. I think they've taken on some couple of teams following their bye and performed really well. So, we haven't won at Port Adelaide for a while. We need to get over there and do our best. And I think one thing the players have done over their break is shown that we are on the improve, and we're starting to play a little bit more consistently with the way we want to. So we'll have to do it again.